Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up.
At this point, I think a lot of us are now of two opinions. A lot of viewers at home are now of two opinions. First off, is the Big Brother Mzansi Season 4 show being scripted? Because it seems so. And I'm going to give you details as to why we believe so. But first, the other opinion is Papaghost and Yolanda, or Lerato, one of them, especially Papaghost and Yolanda, might end up getting disqualified, and their attitude is becoming way too much. Yes, I know this is a show that is not for people under 18, but it will keep breeding some form of hatred and antagonism even at home and on the show. Now, this and more, I'm going to give you details on. So please, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell button beside for notification in every post I make. Don't forget to share comments down below, and also share this video so that more people can get to see, because this is becoming horrible, like in every way of it. So Yolanda and Papaghost fought this morning. Now, I really did not know what caused or what led to the fight, and I'm going to try my best to explain as much to my knowledge. But then we just noticed how they started going at each other. So the scene showed where Papaghost was like coming from downstairs and directly came to his bed, to Yolanda's, was it Yolanda's bed? No, Lerato's bed, where he saw a number of shoes and he packed them and dumped on Yolanda. She was sitting on her bed. He was just throwing it at her so that it could get on her bed. And the one she could grab and the one she could pick, she was throwing it back at the bed and would stand up and go to his bed and dump the shoes. She would pick some of the shoes and rub their bottoms on the bed just to get it dirty. And, while she was doing that, he was doing the same. Whatever shoe or clothing or whatever gets to the floor, he'll carry it and dump on her own. Now, we don't know who those shoes are. I'm thinking it is his shoes. It is his shoes, because she wouldn't want to use her own shoes to do that. What if he get destroyed in the process? But then these two kept going at each other. And then, she was breathing hard and getting very frustrated. She would dump some of the shoes. He would carry some of them and hide. So I'm thinking it's either his or Lerato's own, because it started from those shoes being on Lerato's bed, which I actually think would have been done by Yolanda. Now, the problem was, it's not like the problem was, everything is a problem. Everything the both of them were doing was a problem. It is a problem. And then soon he would throw the things and then tell her, woof, woof, go fetch Dougie. Dougie's such a good Dalmatian. Go fetch. And he will be laughing. Of course, when somebody triggers you, you need to do things to trigger them too. But calling her a Dalmatian, we know what that meant. It was like when Lerato called her a cow because of her skin condition. It's like when Liema called her a cow because of her skin condition. And he's now calling her a Dalmatian because of her skin condition. This is crazy. Now, of course, I don't know if he's going to go ahead with what he said about talking to her about her dad, which is another thing that I feel would be him crossing the line. But in this case, these two people are crossing the line. And what was the root of all this nonsense? It was because after the first few 2-3 days of the show, Papaghost liked Yolanda, but then he started seeing that she likes to sing out loud, of which other housemates do in the house. But it was provoking him because it was Yolanda, and Yolanda is not the kind of girl to, step down for any other person to rule. Now, she would not want to fight for power with you, but she would not let you step on her head and, walk over her. That is her typical self. She would like to have fun, and if you like her or if you guys can vibe, you vibe. What is Yolanda's issue with Papaghost, which is like the same thing almost every housemate is having with the guy? He is a bully. He likes to take charge of everything. He wants to be respected. He wants to be worshipped. When all these things are stuff you earn, especially with grown-ups, you earn these things and you don't demand for it. He just wants to demand. Now, as it is, he has only basically maybe 1 or 2 friends, of which the only friend he had was Lerato, who could keep up with him, knowing that he disrespects women and so much more. But because it makes her feel special, she still stays around. And now it will give her the power to be able to control him. And then the other friend he has is Makeke, who doesn't like trouble with anybody. He wants to be everybody's friend. But hello, Makeke, things doesn't happen like that. You have to choose sides in the long run. You can stay neutral, but how long is it going to last? Then their newest friend, Liema, because Liema fought with Yolanda. And I think this is now the core part of all this thing that has led to this fight between Yolanda and Papaghost from yesterday. Now, day before yesterday, basically, Liema and Yolanda fought because of food, and they called each other names, which I feel the both of them were wrong. But then Papaghost has had one thing on his mind, day in, day out. He taunts Yolanda. If she passes where he is, or wherever he passes and sees her, he would throw words like greedy human being, selfish human being, I'll make this place miserable, or I'll sit alone, lonely girl, or something like that. He says words. He uses words to want to bash her. But one thing that Yolanda has is thick skin. She has thick skin. And as you provoke her, she will do the same. And that was what she did when they cooked food and didn't put her own plate. They didn't dish for her. She walked up there, took a plate of food and said, if you like, go and jump into a pool. And she said other words. He would call her names and everything. And then this morning was saying that the both of them are fighting. I just feel there's basically one thing that just has to happen. Big Brother has to react to this, has to punish these two. And if he doesn't, these will continue and lead one of them to disqualification. Sorry, I'm not taking sides, but it would be sad to see any of them leave because of disqualification and which is based on bad attitude, being antagonistic, triggering another person, goading them and stuff. It's just crazy. And part of me still feels that with the fact that Liema Lerato have indirectly exposed that Big Brother is scripting the show, what if it was Big Brother who sent Papaghost on this errand? And without telling the viewers, it is against the show. It is against what we believe is the ethics of this particular show. And I really hope it's not like this, because it's just going to make a lot of people lose interest, and it will make people question, is that how Big Brother Nigeria is? Were they also scripting? Because most people feel that it's been scripted too. And for every show that trends in every continent, whichever country starts it, the other countries that follow suit would want to emulate and learn from the successful one. I just really hope that this is not the case, because it's crazy to even think about it like that right now.